Hi John, welcome to the 12th at Wentworth Golf Club. After this drive, what will you score on this hole?
I'm going to make birdie this off.
Talk me through that drive.
Little bit left, slightly into the breeze there, just off the right. I just didn't turn it over enough, so I kind of got caught and then just ended up, I think I'm in left rough, slightly.
What first got you into golf?
I played with my brother growing up, actually, many years ago. And then when I was at Chelsea, Zola used to play, Kevin Hitchcock. So I used to go out and play with them quite a bit in my early days at Chelsea. And that's when I first really got the bug.
Are there any similarities with football in terms of pressure, competition, or the mindset?
I'm not sure you can compare the two, actually. In football, you've got your teammates around you at all times. Golf feels quite lonely at times. Like if you miss the fairway or you miss the green, it's like a lonely sport. There's a lot of thought process going from here now to my drive. I'm going, oh no, I've missed the fairway. Right, I hope I've got a good lie. There's a lot of thought process in it, whereas football's really reactive. So you haven't got time to think about it. The striker's moving, you're adapting. So not really. I think the pressures are there for all sportsmen. But in terms of the two sports, I think they're completely different.
If you could pick 3 memories from your football career, what would they be?
Oh, Champions League 2012, just the best night of my life. And a lot of people say, like, what's the best night or best game for Chelsea? I know I didn't play in the final, but for me, just knowing what it meant to the Chelsea supporters for me, like I said previously, how difficult the Champions League is to win. And I just think to give that moment to the Chelsea supporters at the back end of our career was just a big relief for us, because I think we was good enough to win it previously. You need a lot of luck on the way as well to be able to do it, and yeah, we managed to do it, so that's definitely top. I think 04-05 when we first won the Premier League under Mourinho when he first came in, and I have to say probably being named captain at the age of 21 was a big deal for me personally.
For your years in sport, what lessons or values have stuck with you?
I just think, you know, my parents always taught me growing up that whatever you do, just give it your absolute everything every single day. And I think sport is that, because sport has a real good way of slapping you in the face at times. And golf is the most difficult sport I've ever kind of played or worked on. And you know, one day you could be playing really well, the next day you're off of it completely, or your drives are off, your putting's good. And I just think you have to get yourself back down the range or to the course and go again and again and again. And football definitely gives you that as well. So the harder you work, I do think the luckier you get as well.
Back to golf here. What are you looking at now for your second shot into this hole?
Well, the pin looks in a decent position. I'm looking at the lie. Lie doesn't look too bad so far. I think we're going to have about like 180 in. Yeah, sitting okay. Middle of the green now, I'm thinking just like find the gap. I'm thinking that now, but when I stand over it, I'll be thinking, can I hit the flag? It's that kind of, and I think golf is very much that.
How far have you got into the green, and what club are you thinking?
172 playing 174. Like long is not bad here, like over the bunkers, back end of the green. Slightly into. Feels like a 6, but I'm not sure I get a 6 on it. .166, middle of the bunker. I think it needs to be a 6 iron, but I'm going to need to flush it to give myself a chance.
What do you think or believe it takes to stay at the top of your game like you did for all those years?
Really good question. I think competition helps with that as well. So at Chelsea, we was obviously one of the best teams in the world at the time. And having an owner that was prepared to bring better players in, whether that's defenders, midfielders, keep improving the team year after year, makes you a better player individually. So when we're signing defenders, I know pressure's on me. Can I stay in the team? Can I keep pushing? So I'm a big believer that the better people you're surrounded by, you can push each other's game up by another 10, 15%. I often say as well, like playing against Didier in training Monday to Friday, Saturdays at times felt quite easy to me. Now that's not disrespecting any of the strikers, because I think in my era in the Premier League had the best strikers in football history probably. But in terms of playing against Didier every day, it was an absolute machine. But it makes you better as a player. So you learn daily, you're constantly learning off the people around you as well. Yeah, watch this shot, yeah. So I'm looking at that tree in the distance really, can I find that gap? That one right there. Bounce left. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. A little bit thick in there.
What was your biggest challenge you faced in your career, and what did it teach you?
I just think keeping my position, keeping the boys going, showing the mentality of the football club. I think because I've been at Chelsea for so long, I think understanding when people come into our football club, understanding what it means in the London derbies against Spurs, against West Ham, all of that, giving people the best understanding of the football club to give us the best possibility on the pitch as well. So many different things, but I think that certainly helped.
What makes you more nervous, taking a penalty at Wembley or standing on the first tee at Rainwood for Icons?
Rainwood, definitely, yeah.
Well, not what you see on the first tee very often, if you're watching your golf.
A lot of professional sporting icons play golf. What is it about the game that connects the competitive spirits together?
You're out with your mates, you're having a bit of friendly banter, a little bet, and a good competitive game as well that can go tits up at any point.
Where is your favourite golf course and why?
I mean, I'm a member here at Wentworth, so this is up there with my favourites for sure. Overseas, I love TPC Sawgrass. I think the iconic ones that you get to see on TV, and then you get to go and play them as well. So you go, okay, I know this one to the left, or whatever that may be. Just be careful, guys. Yeah. So yeah, a few of those. See, in the summer, that's back here now. I'm like back here, now you've got a difficult chip. But we'll take it.
Who is the most famous person you play golf with, and what was that like?
Probably like Rosie, Shane Lowry, Tommy Fleetwood, Matt Wallace. Any of the boys they just swing it so well, don't they? It's ridiculous.
Before you hit this putt, describe your golf game. What are your strengths and weaknesses?
I've got to say my putting, but if they're probably saying, why are you not chipping it? I would normally putt this, me. I'm going to say my putting's a strength of mine, but also it's quite tough.
If you can make up a dream four-ball to play one round of golf with, who would you pick?
Tiger, Rory, and where do you want to go? Maybe Denzel Washington. That's so short. That's always going to happen, wouldn't it, that? That's so bad.
Who is the biggest bandit that you have played with?
You know what? I'm not a big believer in bandits, and I'm just a big believer that everyone can have a good game of golf and anyone can have their day.
Who's the most competitive golfer you have played with?
Richard Bland is the most competitive golfer ever. Right, we said birdie, didn't we?
Mark that for me, please, John. I still have a few questions for you.
Want that marked as well? It's got to be a 4 jab.
You have already played in the Icon series. Can you just explain that experience?
Honestly, the best golfing experience I've ever endured for me. Felt like a tour pro for 4 or 5 days. Was incredible.
What celebration are you bringing to Thailand next year for any big moments?
I'm not really about the celebration. I'm a bit more subdued. I leave that to Bullard. Remember when he come up the 18th and he pulled his trousers out? I leave that to him. That's not me, that.
Hiking the trousers up, that's a great look. Could have done without seeing that, I can promise you.
Final question. Are you going to hold this putt?
Yes. Solid 5. We'll take it. It was a bad first putt, that, wasn't it? Sorry. That was 18 questions with John Terry.